Okay, welcome back to Danganronpa V3. We are in the midst of a trial. Let's continue to figure out what Mio was trying to do to Kokichi. Well, we know what she was trying to do,
poison on my seat to make us think the murder happened in the real world.
but we need to know why, rather.
He did that too?
Mm-hmm.
What? You was the one who put that poison bottle there? No, that ain't right. Something.
Why would that be real?
When
Mobile
could
poison
you have
king
put the
game. Hang on.
poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing,
Logout record.
then she must have logged out at some point.
Nope.
And then what? Log back in?
Nope.
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope. She's logged
I
in
didn't
later.
see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison.
Ah,
Who
shit.
put poison bottle?
The only person who logged out.
Lights
Kaito.
out, your grave just feet deeper.
No, it wasn't me, guys.
Since we touched on what's happening.
When could Mew put poison there?
Maybe welcome to
She
slept.
did place the poison without us. She must have logged out at some point.
Nope.
What? Log in?
Nope.
Kokichi, weren't you in the...
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have.
No, my buddy.
Wrong.
She logged in later. Like a couple minutes later. According to the log.
It was Mew who planted the poison on Kokichi's chair. She had plenty of time to do it. Here, take a look at this.
Even a minute is enough for her to walk over
Is
to.
this a record of who went in and out of the virtual world?
Yep.
That's right. It says that Mew was the last of us to log in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what about it?
If she logged in last, she would have had time to move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
Yep.
That's right. She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
This was all part of Mew's plan. She tried
Yeah.
to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world,
But
then pin the crime on Kaito.
right. Right, because she logged him out first.
Well, that's not my fault.
Which is why she manually logged you out, just for that purpose.
So she did that to me?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm positive of that. Mew used a method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
How did you get like a log Kaito out with the cell phone? This one.
This is it!
Got it.
It was the cell phone found by Mew's avatar. That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out. I verified this myself when I spoke Kaito's name into it.
Yeah. Kaito Momota, and he's gone.
I see. With that cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time.
Yep. They didn't have to go to
Never mentioned
the
cell phone, right?
salon.
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use.
Yeah.
She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use it for the murder.
Yep.
So, she really was planning a murder.
Yeah.
And she tried to set me up.
Well, I knew that from the start.
Of course you did.
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
Why wouldn't
Because
he?
I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion.
Yeah.
Well, I think your ideals should stay the same. Because phonies like you are what make the game more
Oh
interesting.
my, Kokichi's biting today.
Don't you agree, Monokuma?
Hmm? Do I?
Yeah, of course.
Huh? Oh, wait.
Whatever, I'm not letting you talk.
Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
Yeah, if father keeps slacking off, all the work is gonna get forced onto mommy.
Who's mommy? Oh, he's gonna remember.
My head. I feel like I'm about to remember something, but I can't.
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
Anywho, It's
Then
a
you
blessing
died
in
and not me.
disguise that
Well,
you died and not
for
me.
you maybe.
What you mean?
What you mean?
Because she
Okay, I
wouldn't
like
have
that.
said anything about what really happened in the virtual world. You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know.
Yeah, we would have.
She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted. And you'd never know that the murder actually took place in the virtual world.
Uh-huh.
So that's why she decided to attempt a murder.
Mm-hmm.
Because she had total control.
I mean, it was weird how she was like really good first to go in.
And the reason Mew was so insistent we go into the virtual world was...
So none of us could doubt there. Seriously, it's fucking awesome. I know you guys will love it. She really wanted us to go.
We go there so she could kill us. What a shady person. I was sad that she was gone, but now I don't...
Yeah. I wouldn't say backstab. She wasn't a trusted friend. She was just someone new.
Now we can start a real class trial.
Also, shut up.
Kokichi sort of sound like Monokuma.
Really?
No, you're just like Monica.
Yeah.
Both of you are cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true face.
Ooh.
Wait, coward? You say some interesting...
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really think. That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Daddy, they're calling you a coward. Aren't you gonna do something?
Ooh, Kaito. Really going at him.
I'm just gonna do my signet. There, I did it.
Completely lost his drive.
Like a one hit. Oh, she's saying it.
To their former fame.
My head!
Listen up, Kokichi. To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I'm just gonna believe in everyone. Instead of suspecting my friends, I'm gonna find the truth.
Alright, calm down, buddy. I bet he's gonna be like the last killer, right?
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
Of course I can. I don't need your permission.
Yep, actually,
How
that's
long
true.
are you guys going to argue? Let's hurry this up and continue. If we don't
I
find
can
the
bring him
culprit,
back.
then we'll all die.
Oh, you're right.
Shut
If
up.
we're going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My...
Yeah.
You were meeting with Mew, but she ended up as the victim. So it's only natural for us to think you're the killer, right?
Here's my answer. I never met up with Mew.
You did.
Yeah, no,
I
he didn't.
tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
Isn't lockpicking your specialty?
I don't know about a virtual world, because he couldn't have his tools.
I couldn't pick locks with my avatar body. I didn't have the tools
Yep,
for
exactly.
it either. Also, I never went to the roof. Not even for the meeting.
I
I'm
remember.
glad I can do this
You
as
and
bad as
Goku
it
went
look
off
right now.
together when we first started looking.
But was
Yeah.
the door to the roof actually locked?
No, we all
I
went to
was
the
on
roof.
before logging out. The door wasn't locked.
Huh? How should I?
Then who locks the door to the roof?
I already told you.
Okay, you're not
To
gonna
the
say
roof,
that.
it wasn't locked, so you gotta be.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want.
Lying would do you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, sure you did.
Response is that.
Anyways,
Wait,
let's go.
there's no point in arguing about that. Before we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Mew's death.
Yeah, because that's how we could know
Truth?
what
There were
happened.
mysterious circumstances surrounding her death.
We just know how she died. We don't know
We need to make sense
how
of those
it
first.
happened.
Wow, Shuichi, you. Yes, keep up the hard work.
Shut up,
So,
you.
what is this strange circumstance?
She was in the
Kokichi claims
chapel.
It was Mew who chose the meeting place.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
I see. Mew sent the bridge connecting the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
Me sent the bridge. Oh yeah, she. I still hate her for that. It was like,
If that's the case, then Mew might not have even gone to the roof.
Huh?
like she made it
Pick me
super
up.
obvious.
It's very rude to break a promise.
First, we need to determine if Mew was actually there or not. Did she go? Or was she never on the roof at all?
for me to arrive.
Settings on Kokichi's
I'm
avatar.
sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel.
It might be loud
Avatar
noise.
fell. It's right next to the chapel.
Like, how
How
did I
would
miss
she
the
have
one?
gotten to the
The
mansion?
bottom one.
There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi. She stood me up!
Shut up, you. First glance, it seems as if it's impossible for me to go to the mansion. There has to be some evidence that shows it was possible.
Mew was waiting for
movie's
me to
account.
arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel.
Yeah,
That's wrong!
not quite. Somebody could swear she saw her.
You must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Yeah, when I was searching the dining room, I saw Mew
Oh,
pass
damn it.
by the window.
This might be the last recording of the day, and that pains me because I'm in the middle of a trial and I really would like to go the whole way.
Sorry, I thought I was just mistaken at first, since there was no way she could have come to the mansion.
Supposedly.
But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
With a setting. Setting on the Shinio.
That only Mew knew. Like with that.
There's no
Yep.
doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge.
So that nobody else could move about.
If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated.
Yep.
She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
Yeah.
So, what secret method did she use?
It won't be that easy to figure out.
No, it
No
is.
worries, guys.
But yeah, we
As
already
long
have
as
it.
we leave it to Shui.
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time. This class trial's for all of us.
Nah, well,
You would just slow down Shuichi.
Shut up!
quite. It worked out before. Someone said something and I was like, hey, it's that. I just have to figure out what it was. You already know. It's the wall settings or whatever. Wall added by Mio.
The way across it only Mew knew about.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard maybe.
Hidden.
Instead of bridge. Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
No.
Or maybe she teleported with magic. Or
Oh.
she used a warp zone.
I
Maybe
would
there's a
like
place
to
you
agree
can
with that one.
cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew could... I suppose it is possible she used
Wait,
it to change places.
that was not.
Man, you guys are way off. Or maybe I'm just pulling your legs.
Yeah, sure. Okay, it's not teleport.
Damn it!
So yeah, it was the Kibo's statement.
Over.
Or maybe she teleported with magic. Or she used a warp zone.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only...
There we go. There was no B agree on that one, sadly. Yeah, it was.
That's it, Kibo. There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
What?
Yep.
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world.
Yep.
The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found two such walls in the virtual world.
Yeah.
It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel.
Indeed.
We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass
Don't be
through.
naive, Shuichi.
Of course you're right here.
Jeez.
You said of a weird wall like that?
It is suspicious.
Nothing to
What do you
do with
mean it has nothing to do with it?
You don't even realize. Oh well, my sidekick's mistake.
Jesus Christ, can I fight this guy for real? Come on, Shuichi, give me the old 1-2. And it's gonna be
What we
Mew's
gotta
avatar.
figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to... So why waste time talking about the... It's pointless. We gotta take a whole new approach here.
Shut up!
Now, wait just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after all.
Shut up!
Oh, cut through your words.
Oh, but she was an object, technically.
The wall wasn't the only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
From human to object?
Yeah, she could do that.
Which means the virtual world treated her avatar as an object. She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah, you fool.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says. I already told you. The more you try, the more you cause us trouble.
He really is bringing him down.
So totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
Kokichi, enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all.
It looks like it does.
It just means even I make mistakes.
Okay.
It's pretty.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
He was even like, you need to stop.
If Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through, then her secret route was through that wall?
Yep.
That's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map. I
Mm-hmm.
bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
But even
It
if she
was
could walk
actually
through
on the
walls,
side of the chapel.
was there really a hidden passage? Because Mew said...
It's only the end. It's only nothing, rather.
She probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
Yeah, pretty much.
You lied.
I wonder what the truth is.
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the
Oh
wall.
my goodness. He
She lived a
he
life
said
of
that.
pride, vulgarity, and secrets.
Kokichi, you know have to...
Stop it! Don't badmouth
Ooh,
Mommy!
he's angry.
Monotaro?
Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore. But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden route in that virtual world.
Oh.
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
Hey! You can't tell them such an...
He already did,
Oh,
though.
if you see that hint is important, then I...
Oh, shoot!
Oh, Monofani.
Jeez. You're lucky you're cute.
No idea what he does
So now that
sometimes.
we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program?
Mm-hmm.
If
To
there's
make it,
actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
What if it looped you back? Because we saw that with
If she had
the...
done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yeah.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason. We aren't sure why yet.
I know,
but
we know
once
why.
we solve the mystery of the virtual world.
We already did it.
Mystery
The
of
fucking...
virtual world?
The bridge thing came
There
from
have
the
been
left.
A lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also
Ooh,
determine what
here you
Mew
go.
is up to.
Man,
We'll
is
know
it
why she
kind of
wanted
late?
to pass through the
But
wall.
I can power through the next 10 minutes or so.
Alright, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah.
Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Okay, calm down,
Speaking
Gonta.
of strange occurrences,
Oh, are you gonna mention the bridge?
I'm about that one thing. Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
Oh, the noise?
This is it!
Yeah, the loud noise.
You mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
Bang. Who could it have been, actually? I'm outside, bud.
You all heard that sound too?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
Or was Kivo?
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
Oh, yeah, we also heard him.
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point. Did that sound really come from the chapel?
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
Yep. So now let's go outside and check. Oh no.
You heard my voice too?
Yeah.
What? That is pretty strange.
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first. There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Yep.
Kokichi talked like he noticed something. Pretending not to know?
Even Gonta is suspicious?
Nah, I don't care about you.
Sorry.
Bring up the bridge.
There's no need to apologize to him.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
Yeah. Do I gotta pick the mind start? Not dad. Not dad. Think, yeah. Oh, this was bad. Does this work? No. There we go.
I see it!
I see it. What did it say? Whatever.
The sign that we were using as a bridge was odd to me.
Odd how?
We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
Yep. And it floated down.
We found it later, but there was something unnatural about it.
Friendly design was definitely weird. I should remember exactly what happened with that sign. It flowed down. Alright, okay, I guess we are. The hangman's. Oh, the taxi, damn it. Oh, they move now. Oh no. This is annoying. There we go. What? Oh, at which point was the sunbird swept away? That is... We already know that. But that is literally a no-brainer. The river. Was it the river was swept away by Mew, technically putting it into the river. I said putting it very literally, and she literally knocked it into the river. Oh my god, I totally was not looking at the thing while thinking. And then this, and then... This one I should just go to the middle, right? And I get them all. Where's the end of the river? Near the chapel. Chapel side. Where did we find the signboard? It's probably gonna be the last question. Oh, I did not see the second one. I'm glad I got it. No. Jesus Christ. Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but I kind of missed the whole thing. Okay, where was the signboard found after it was swept away? Mansion side. Sure enough, let's... Oh, there's phase 4. Oh. I just noticed that. There we go. With the river stream, which way did the signboard float? Left? That's gonna be the answer. Against the current. Okay. I did it. Got it.
It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current.
Yep. Hey, we get a little diagram.
We all saw Mew drop the sign and watch the river carry it downstream.
Literally down.
And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the...
Should have done boop and gone.
It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there. But that's not where we found it.
Found it there.
We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Just like Mia.
Didn't you stay on the chapel side?
Yep.
She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river. Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Yeah.
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic. We're so close to the truth. All the mysterious things that happened.
I know how it works. Objects get teleported to the beginning or the left side of the mansion side.
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current.
I don't...
What?
Yeah.
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't.
Sure.
The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is...
But you already know it, you fool.
So, how...
Ah, well, the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
Yeah, only objects can go through that wall. Hang on. Oh, I hold the left click.
This is it!
Yeah.
It might have to do with a wall that only objects can pass through.
Yeah.
The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel. But if
But
that
since-
wall
yeah.
happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through,
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through. That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Yep.
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
That's the other setting of the wall. It puts you back in the beginning.
The way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
Not that you know. How could the signboard pass through the wall but end up on the mansion side? We're going to...
Shuichi.
Oh.
I...
What?
This is
She's
the
gonna give me
virtual
hints.
We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Yep.
Huh? The hell does...
Koichi might be onto something there. We need to forget that about what we just know. But we don't just think about how did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream? Yeah. Shit, okay, that wasn't it. I was very sure about it.
that's it! What
Yep.
if both ends of the river were connected?
Yep.
Both ends of river connected?
Yep.
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel.
Mm-hmm.
It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
Yeah.
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
That's what we said, do away with the logic.
Throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Yeah. He said it.
And what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Right.
Yep.
Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
Well, in that case,
I know.
What?
the reason she only set up one wall is because the chapel and the mansion walls. They are the same wall.
That's it.
Yeah.
The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
The same wall?
Yeah.
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis. That single wall divides the entire virtual world.
Mm-hmm. Well, it passes on the left side of the wall and exits through the right side, which is the...
You pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Yeah.
Everything is starting to connect. See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
Damn it,
Yeah.
Kokichi! Just tell us.
Shut up.
It's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch!
He really does know what happened.
If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret.
Yeah, because if you even look at the cliff thingy, it ends up on the right and starts on the left on the exact same spot. It is the same cliff. One could even argue that the chapel is left of the mansion.
This is behind the virtual world, right?
Way to solve the mystery of the virtual world. It's backwards. Okay, so D. Is this an M or a W? It's a W. World. Not an S, okay. I am not sure what the second word is though. DL. World. Loop. Loops. World loops. There we go.
Yes, that's it. Loop.
Yeah.
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example,
Calm down. Put it as a
when a
cylinder.
character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
The virtual world loops?
Yeah.
What in the world?
If that's true,
Jeez,
it would
have these people
explain
never
why
played
the
video games?
signboard was swept away.
Like, that was evident from the get-go, honestly.
It vanished into the wall downstream of the river.
We're gonna see the same thing, like, so many
It flowed with
times.
the current until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Hmm.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
A
Nope.
looping world. That's more
I don't care
But
about
at
that.
least it's not a boring answer.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it? Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Yeah, sound doesn't
That
go past
wall.
the map loading point.
But it wasn't the loading point. We just established it loops.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Huh?
Yes, but first we need to be clear where
Where the loops start.
It starts in the loading point.
Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
Yep.
Not
Put it as a
necessarily.
cylinder.
If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
It starts in the load point.
There!
I am going slightly longer than I thought.
That loading point was where the virtual world looped.
So in other words,
We
put the
thought
map
the loading
backwards.
point was in the middle of the map.
Yep.
But the loading point was actually at the edges.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather
In the middle
wall
of the
was at
world.
the center of the world.
Yeah.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them.
Mm-hmm.
Any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion. The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
Yeah. We got it.
Impressive, Shuichi!
And we're gonna stop there because I need to go to bed. So, thank you so much for coming and watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. We are probably about halfway, and knowing this goddamn run so far has been the same. I'm stopping here, but like the intermission should come up shortly on the next episode, and if it doesn't, well, that means it's gonna be in the next one. Whatever. Point is, thank you for coming and watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, you can love. I would love it if you drop a like or a comment. There we go. That makes more sense. And I'll be catching up with you on the next one, where we'll continue trying to find who killed Minya. So far, we've sorta solved half the mystery. So let's see what happens next. See you guys in the next one. Bye.
Danganronpa.